final speaker of the evening is Eddie. Please help me welcome up. Oh, you're going to read the
objectives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Okay. It's Project 4, The Touching Story. To understand the techniques available to arouse emotion, to become skilled in arousing emotions while telling a story.
All right. Help me welcome up Eddie.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. A long time ago, when I was very young, I enjoyed playing video games a lot. There was this one game, it was called Mortal Kombat 3, or MK3. Now, I liked the first two. It was Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, so I built into the hype of the third one. The reason that I like these games so much, if anyone's not familiar with them, is that they were fighting games. You could do two-player or you could do single-player. So me and my brother were able to play at the same time. Because back then we only had one gaming system and we didn't like to share, so this gave us the opportunity to play together. In addition, it was very fast-paced. It was a fighting game, it was timed. You had to play the game at a certain time and you had to finish at a certain time. So it was very exciting, had an interesting story, and had a lot of characters. So I really wanted this game. And I was saving up for the game, and once, maybe a week after it came out, I only had about $40. But luckily my brother had 20. He had about $21. So altogether we had $61 and the game was $59.99. So we decided we're gonna go buy the game. Now at the time I was living right by Yorktown Mall in Lombard, if everyone's familiar with that. And it's right by a Best Buy and a Toys R Us. So it's right next to there, it's about a mile from there. So we set out, it was a really sunny day, it was a Saturday, we weren't in school, and we're getting ready to go to buy the game. So we walk, really excited, we're very hopeful, and we're just excited that we're going to finally play this game. So we get to Best Buy, and Best Buy was just like it was back then, they had the games relatively in the back. So we walk back, get the game, and then bring it to the front. I give my brother the money, we put it together, he gives it to the cashier. And right when he gives it to the cashier, they give him the game, and she counts the money, and she says, "You don't have enough." And right away, we're completely shocked that we don't have enough. We're like, "We counted it, it's over $60. And she's like, "Yeah, but there's tax." And we completely forgot about that. We're young, we're only about 10 years old, so we completely forgot about the tax. So all that hope we had the past year when the game came out just came crushing down. So we just stand in front, when you're buying something, you could just kind of move forward. So we just step aside, she gives us the money back, and we're just standing there like, what just happened? And the guy behind us, he buys something, and he sees this, and he gives us his change. He's like, "Here you go." So right away, we go from real devastated to being real hopeful. And we count he just hands us whatever he had. And then we count it all again, but it turns out it's only $63. He only gave us maybe $2. So we're still about $3 short, but we're closer. So we leave the store and we just actually walk around the strip mall. And we're walking around the outside, and there's this, if you go in the back, they have it's kind of like where they load the truck, so it's really white, and we find some change there. So we're just looking around, trying to find change. And then we didn't really find enough change, but we found this check. And it was filled out, it was like $20. And I pick it up, and I'm pretty curious about if we can actually use this check as a cash source to buy the game. It's $20, so we'd have plenty. But I didn't even know how the check really worked at that time, but my brother reassures me that it wouldn't work. So, kind of back to looking for change. We eventually come to the conclusion that we're only going to get the money if someone else gives it to us, just like how the guy at Best Buy did. Because at the time, my parents wouldn't give us any money for video games directly, so we couldn't go back and ask them. So we tried Toys R Us this time. We go to the back, get the game, come up to the front, and we also had this belief that maybe like the cashier would give us the change. I don't know if anyone's been to more like a mom and pop restaurant. If you don't have exact change, they'll be like, "Here you go." But we didn't understand how giant corporations work, and they don't really do that. So we had that hope also. So we go to Toys R Us, and we give them the $63, hoping that they would pay, they'd say, oh, okay, or the person behind us would say, okay. But it turns out Toys R Us, you had to be a certain age to buy the game. Because if anyone knows Mortal Kombat, at the time it was very violent and had a lot of fighting scenes, so you had to be over 17 to buy it. And Toys R Us actually enforced those rules, which is ironic because it's a very kid place, but yet they're the ones who enforce it. So we couldn't buy it at Toys R Us. It wasn't even worth trying. So we left, and then we go back to Best Buy. We just loiter around the store and play all the display games. Eventually, we ran out of ideas of how to get more money, and we just end up walking back. And by that time, it's dark. We're pretty devastated, and we're pretty down that we weren't able to get the game. And I was only 10, maybe 9 years old, and my brother was 11. So in those days, if anyone remembers, one day seemed like a week. So when you're looking forward to all this, you have to go through another week just to get it. You're pretty down. So we're really down. The next day, my brother, he actually goes to my grandparents. He just goes to eat there, and he's out in Naperville, so he went out there. And he actually comes back. And to my surprise, he has Mortal Kombat 3. And he said that he went to Walmart, which doesn't check age. They don't care how old you are. And he got some money from my grandparents, because he didn't really tell them what it was for. So he gets the game. We pop it in, real excited, we're mesmerized. It has all these new characters. All the characters are different. It has better graphics. They have combo moves, which is, if anyone plays games, that was one of the first to have the combo moves in the series. So we're really excited. Can't wait. We played for a couple hours, and I'm still excited that the following day I'll be able to play all the characters. So it was a great time.